German windows are the best. Today, we are talking about how to become the leading character of your own life. So this is another TikTok trend that I've seen floating around, but I thought it was a really great idea and I was inspired to make a video for you today. So if you want to find out how to become the lead of your own life, then you'll want to keep watching. What's up, friends? Welcome back. My name is Jen. I am a spiritual life and business coach, and you have found my YouTube channel. This is where I create 2 new trainings for you each and every week, all about the art of massively up-leveling your life through mindset and manifestation. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. As I said, I am a spiritual life and business coach, and I'm so excited to announce that there are now seats available in my exclusive group coaching program. If you are interested in ditching your old limiting beliefs and spending the next 6 weeks on becoming the person you've always really wanted to be, then you'll want to come on over, fill out an application form, and hopefully we will get a chance to work together. I'll leave a link for that in the show notes. As I said at the intro, I got this idea from watching TikTok, and I really think that this is such a brilliant way to look at your life. So I was really inspired to make a video for you today to help you get inspired and to help you think about becoming the lead character in your own life. So you might be needing this video if right now you are feeling like your life is a little bit out of control, or maybe you are waiting for something to happen or waiting for somebody to do something for you. These are all very common symptoms of somebody who is kind of giving their power away. And that's the trick with becoming the lead character of your own life. It is all about stepping out of this victim mentality and into your own power. The thing is, so many of us have been socialized to have this victim mindset. This sort of learned helplessness is something that we are basically taught in schools. We spend much of our childhood waiting for permission. We're waiting for permission to go to the bathroom during class or to get the right grades so we can go on to the next level. And at no time during our schooling years were we ever taught that, hey, this time is now over and it is time for us to step up and become the lead in our own world. So I hope that this video today is going to inspire you to do exactly that, because of course, if we keep waiting for something or someone else to come along and fix our life and make us happy, we might be waiting for a very long time. One of the things I'm always trying to inspire you to do when you watch these videos is to get into your own power and to really understand that there is so much you can do to feel better and to create the results in your world that you have always dreamt about. So this video is going to go hand in hand with all of that. And so without any further ado, let's jump into the actual tip. So the first tip I'm going to give you today is to simply start deciding on your outcomes, which is really just a fancy way of saying setting goals or setting manifestation intentions for your own life. So if you're new around here, I am always talking on this channel about the power of being a conscious creator, which is basically just kind of the magical way of saying a goal getter, somebody who thinks of what he or she wants and then goes out and makes it happen. And maybe it seems to you like right now, maybe you are that person, but I really want to challenge you to sit with that and to really consider whether the goals you are going after in your life right now are the things that you really want for yourself. So like I mentioned, we are all the victims of programming. And one of the things that tends to happen to us as children is that we are told what we should want and we are told who we should be. So sometimes we grow up thinking that we want certain things in life, and then it comes as sort of a surprise when we go out there and achieve these things that this isn't really lighting us up, it's not really making us happy, and it turns out to be not the thing that we actually wanted. So it is super crucial for you, if you are at all invested in creating an amazing, happy life for yourself, to really get clear on what you want. So this is part of becoming the lead character in your life. This is part of taking the reins and driving the car. So of course you might have good experiences in life if you kind of just let life happen to you and you go with the flow. But really what setting goals is about is ensuring that you have control over where you end up. Otherwise, you are kind of floating the ocean and not really heading in a certain direction. So it is really crucial for you as the lead character to have an influence on where you are going. And so, like I said, it is really important to check in with your goals and to make sure that you are going forward on the path that is right for you. And FYI, that path might change over time, and that is totally okay. That just goes to highlight how important it is for us to do this work continuously and to keep checking in with what we really want and to keep deciding on whether our goals are aligned with who we are right now. So that is all super important work, and it is really up to you to do that for you to step into the role of being the lead character in your own life. Okay, my second tip for you today, for you to step out of victim mentality and become the lead character in your own world, is to stop waiting for fate. So again, this goes with kind of a passive way of going through life. And I have to admit, I have definitely lived my life passively, or as I like to call it, unconsciously, which basically means that I was, sort of going through the motions, doing one thing after another, but I didn't really have a big goal that I was going towards. I didn't really have a big vision for my life. And so while I was kind of making moves and kind of bobbing around, I really wasn't in control of where my journey was going. So this is super crucial for you to think about. Are you actually setting goals in your life? Are you actually thinking about where you want to end up? Or are you waiting for someone else or something else to give you permission to do the things you really want to do? Again, learned helplessness is such a big problem for so many of us. There are so many people walking around with this people-pleasing mentality, and we are waiting for someone to tap us on the shoulder and tell us it's okay, or that we are ready to go for our dreams. So if you keep waiting for that moment to happen, you of course are giving all of your power away to someone or something that doesn't actually exist. You are the only gatekeeper in your own world, and if there is something that you want in your life, it is time for you to step up and give yourself permission for that, starting right now. So for this one, I just want you to check in and be really honest with yourself. If you are putting a sort of date or a condition on something that you really want in this life, it is time for you to start to remove that and to think about how you can start to give yourself the things that you want right now. One example of this is that I've met many people over my life who are women who are waiting to find the one before they'll either buy a house or go on a certain kind of vacation. And really what they're doing is just sort of limiting the life that they are experiencing in the moment because they are waiting for some random experience in fate to come along and give them the permission to do it. So I challenge you as the lead character in your life to stop waiting. Be honest about what you want, and really it is time to let go of that old programming. Whatever has told you that you need to wait, it is time to let it go. So that is my second tip for you, is just learning to do the things that you want to do on your own time instead of waiting for permission or waiting for an arbitrary date. Okay, and my third and final tip for you today in how to be the leading character in your own life is to really start to work on your boundaries. If you are interested in learning more about boundaries, I just did a whole entire podcast episode about it over on my podcast called The Manifest. So if you want to listen to that episode, be sure to go over and listen, but I will also leave a link for that in the show notes below. But if you don't want to go all the way over there and listen to the podcast, I'll just do a quick summary of boundaries for you right now. Boundaries might sound like something that is optional, or maybe something that you only have to think about if you're having a conflict with somebody. But actually, boundaries are something that we all need to think about, and we especially need to think of them if you are interested in becoming the lead character of your own life. We need our boundaries for ourselves and for the people in our life so that we can ensure that we always have time for what is truly important to us. If we have no idea where our boundaries are, our energy, our time, our attention is going to be taken away and put on other things that aren't actually in alignment with who we want to be and where we want to go in life. So boundary work isn't something that anyone can do for you. It is something that you have to decide on and think on yourself. No one else can tell you what your boundaries are. No one else can figure out what your values are and what you want from life. But boundaries are how we maintain a safe container and ensure that the things that we want and the things that are most important to us are always taken care of. So if you have never thought about boundaries right now, again, I'd suggest going over and listening to the podcast episode because I go really deep into how to set boundaries in your personal life and in your friendships. But boundary work is really essential for anybody who is serious about making their dreams a reality and about stepping out of victim mentality and stepping into that leading character that they really should be. This stuff isn't just about the big things. Sometimes boundaries can be really important even for the little things. So again, if you want to learn more, be sure to go check out that podcast episode. So that is it for all my tips I have for you today. But if you're watching this video, I just want to congratulate you because just thinking of yourself in this new light is going to go so far. Like I said, I've definitely lived part of my life what I call unconsciously, which meant I was just waiting for things to happen or waiting for something important to happen to me instead of taking life by the reins and doing what I wanted to do with it. So today is your big permission slip. I'm giving you full permission to go out there and fully create any kind of life that you want to for yourself. You do not need anyone's approval on this. You don't even need anyone else in your world to understand what you are doing. All you need to know is that your most important job here as a spiritual creature having a human experience is to live life to your best abilities. And that means shining your light and becoming the happiest, best version of yourself possible. So when you think of it in that light, none of this stuff is selfish at all. This is all just part of your spiritual assignment and a way for you to become more in touch with the person that you really are. So I wish you so much love and luck with this journey. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you like this, please do me a favor and give it a like. And if you want to watch more, click the latest right here. Other than that, I will see you back here in the next video. So until then, have an amazing week. And as always, just remember, get ready for the miracle. See you guys.